Welcome to another fascinating video on structural engineering. In this video, we are going to see different methods of supporting balconies. I will show you with the help of this plan. This video can be watched by structural engineer, contractor or supervisor because they have to know how we support the slab. Okay, so these are the rooms and we need to support the slab. These are the beams and these are the column. Okay, so normally balcony slab is designed as a cantilever slab. So what we do, we just design the slab as a cantilever slab. Okay, this is one way. I will show you different ways, their benefits, economy and advantages with respect to safety, okay, and suitability. So generally the balcony slab is designed as a cantilever slab. Okay, there is another way. So what they do here, the reinforcement is fixed here and there are no beams on these three sides. Okay, only one beam supporting this entire slab. That's why it's called as a cantilever. Okay, part A is finished. Now suppose if you want to support isolated single balcony, okay, and if you have I will just extend these beams and I will extend this beam also. Okay, now suppose we denoted this as Lx and this as Ly. Okay, and suppose the width or the length Ly is less than 2 times Lx. Okay, so length is less than 2 times of the width, and if you want to support the single isolated balcony, then you can just simply support this balcony like that. We can denote as S1. So in this case, what we do, we place the reinforcement in this direction and we take out the load of the slab on these two beams. Okay, here there will be no any beam, only two beams, and this slab will support on these two beams. Okay, we have seen this way, we have seen now another way, but the condition is this. Okay, you have this condition, you can support like that. Now we will see another interesting case here. Let's take this side. Suppose if the width of the balcony, that is Lx, is greater or larger. Okay, suppose width is larger, then what we can do, you can extend simply these beams and you can provide another beam here like that. In this case, we just give or provide two beams. On these two beams we have supported the slab, but if the width is greater, then you can support the beam, support this cantilever slab or balcony slab in this direction. Okay, so the load from this slab will be delivered to this beam. We name it as AB and this as a CD. So the load will be distributed to AB as well as CD. Okay, and then this AB will distribute or give the point load to this AC and BD. Okay, this is the later part, but this is the way you can support the balcony if you have width larger. Now in this way you provide the main reinforcement and take out the load. Okay, sometimes when the balcony does not extended over the complete width of the room, suppose this is the width of the room and you don't want the balcony up to this. Okay, where here I give C dash, you don't want the balcony width from C to C dash, you just want the balcony in this area. Okay, so suppose if you take out the beam, this beam you need to take out, this is but obvious. and suppose you take another beam from here. You don't have any beam here, but you take the beam from this end and then just make this as a cantilever and try to take out the load on these two beams. Suppose here E dash is the beam, and here you can name J and K or J and C dash. Okay, so in this case you cannot take the load like that, because here you don't have any beam behind. Here you have the beam, here you have the beam, but here also, but here you don't have the beam on the back side. So this will generate the twisting moment. Okay, and because of this twisting moment, our building or our this part will fail. Okay, so you cannot give the balcony in a such way that this is the wrong way, this is the wrong practice. Okay, so what you can do, you can just simply take out the beam, take out the slab and make this as a cantilever. In this case you have done this same theory, you can apply here. Okay, this is the way you can do. Okay, I think you have understood. In this case we have given the cantilever slab. Sometimes if the Ly is less than 2 times Lx, then you can extend these beams and give the simply supported slab here. And if the width is greater, then you can provide another beam here. So we have seen here 3 ways of supporting the balconies. Now I have very interesting case here. Let me present in front of you. This is the case, that is, if you need to provide the balcony at the corner, there are 2 ways you can do that. First one is extend this beam up to the required length, extend this beam also. Okay, now here there will be any beam backside, and here suppose there is another beam. Okay, so now you can support in this direction, and this part, suppose I have drawn up to here, so you can support in this direction. Okay, these are the simply supported resting on 2 beams. Same case, this slab resting on these 2 beams. Okay, now this is the corner region and you want the slab here also, so you can just simply extend, means this part will act as an overhang. Okay, so overhang extension of this slab S1 and S2 you can do, so that the 50% of the load will be taken by this and 50% of the load taken by this slab or this beam. So this is the way you can provide the corner balconies. Okay, you just need to extend these beams and make sure this act as a simply supported, this act as a simple support beam. You don't need to provide the beam here. Okay, there is another way you can provide the corner balconies, but this way is slightly difficult, or I will just tell you. Suppose this is the case once again. Now you don't want to extend these beams further, you just want the cantilever slab like that. You want to support this slab by the action of cantilever on this beam, and you need to support this slab by the action of cantilever beam on this particular beam. but here there will be no support. So slightly critical, but there is a way you can do this. So you need to provide the anchorage bar in this slab like that. You have to provide radial bars here that are extending from this slab to this particular slab. This is slightly complicated way. Here you need to provide suppose this slab is S4 and this is S3, then you need to anchor the S3 within S4, and also you need to give anchorage to these slabs with this beam. This is a slightly critical way and make these slabs cantilever. Okay, so this is a slightly difficult way of doing it, but people or designer go for it. Sometimes they don't want the projection of the beam. In this case, they can go for this particular way. Okay, now the last point I am going to discuss with you is the porch or canopy. We provide the cantilever slab or canopy as shown in figure here. In the outside the entrance, instead of column supported porch slab, and that too at a lower level. So if you see the cross section, this is the floor level. That means here there will be a beam at this certain position. So you are providing the canopy below the beam, anchorage of beam. So how can you do this canopy projection? So there are two alternatives. First one, if the canopy projection is large, provide the additional beam AB at the level S1. So here you need to provide another beam here. Okay, this one case you can do. And second is provide the floor beam AB. Suppose this is the beam, you need to provide like that. Increase the depth of the beam. This floor level beam increase the depth, but in the both case supporting beam will be subjected to larger torsional moment, and it is necessary to ensure that it is properly anchored at the support to prevent the rotation. Or we can say as a torsional moment. Okay, so this is all about supporting the balconies. We have show you many ways, advantages, disadvantages. I hope you have understood the point. We have made such videos. You can check the description box and like, share and subscribe Real Civil YouTube channel. Thank you very much.